If you've been learning English for a while, but you still feel stuck, this one is for you. If you understand some English but can't speak fluently, if you freeze in conversations, if you feel like you've been stuck at the same level forever, don't just watch this video. Shadow it. Say it out loud. And if you want more videos like this one every single day, hit subscribe, turn on the bell, and give this video a like right now. That way, you never miss a single day of practice. Let's talk about something that a lot of learners don't like to admit. You've been learning for a long time. You've taken classes. You've studied grammar. You know the rules. You can understand some English when people speak slowly. You can read most of it. But when it comes to speaking, you freeze. When someone talks fast, you panic. When you try to write, it takes forever. You think, why am I still stuck here? That's the B1 trap. It's the point where you know enough to survive, but not enough to feel free. And it feels like you're walking in circles. You're not a beginner anymore, but you're not fluent either. You're somewhere in between, and you don't know how to move forward. So let's fix that. Let's break it down and get you moving again. First, you need to understand what's really happening. You've built a foundation. That's great. You've done the hard work of learning the basics. You can understand grammar. You know a lot of words. But the problem isn't knowledge. The problem is activation. You've stored a lot of English in your brain, but it's still sleeping. That's why you can understand more than you can say. Your brain knows the word, but your mouth doesn't. Your brain understands the sentence, but your tongue can't follow. And the only way to wake it up is to use it. Not once a week. Not only when you feel ready. Every single day, in a natural way. If you're stuck at B1, the biggest thing holding you back is passive learning. You're probably doing a lot of listening and reading. And that's fine, but it's not enough. You need to activate your English. That means speaking. That means shadowing. That means producing the language, not just understanding it. The good news? You don't need a speaking partner to start. You don't need a class. You don't need anyone else. You can do it by yourself. You just need to use your voice. Every day. Start by shadowing videos like this one. Don't just listen. Say the words out loud. Match the rhythm. Match the tone. Feel the sounds in your mouth. At first, it might feel strange. You might feel shy. But keep doing it. The more you speak, the easier it gets. And the faster your brain connects the words to your mouth. That's how you move from passive knowledge to active fluency. Another reason learners get stuck is because they're still thinking in their first language. When you hear something in English, you translate it in your head. Then you try to find the English words to answer. That takes time. That creates pauses. That creates fear. You think, what if I make a mistake? But translation is a trap. If you want to be fluent, you have to start thinking in English. That doesn't mean you need to know every word. It means you need to connect ideas to English words directly, without going through your first language. So how do you start thinking in English? You practice small thoughts in English every day. When you look around your room, name things in English. When you get dressed, say the action in English. When you make coffee, talk about it in English. It sounds simple, but it changes everything, because your brain starts to build direct connections. You also need to stop chasing perfection. A lot of learners at this level want to speak like a native speaker. They want to sound perfect. So they wait. They wait until they feel ready. They wait until their grammar is perfect. But that day never comes. And the longer you wait, the more stuck you feel. Perfection is the enemy of progress. If you want to grow, you have to speak badly first. You have to say things that aren't perfect. You have to make mistakes. That's not failure. That's how your brain learns. Every mistake is a step forward. Every wrong sentence teaches you something. So let yourself speak, even when it's not pretty. Another problem that keeps learners stuck is repeating the same study routine for too long. If you always do the same thing, your brain stops growing. You read the same kind of text. You watch the same kind of video. You write the same kind of sentences. And you think, why am I not improving? You're not improving because your brain is comfortable. And comfort is the enemy of growth. You need to push your limits. Not in a scary way. Just a little. Try to watch something a little harder. Try to say something a little longer. Try to explain an idea, not just a fact. These little pushes make a big difference. Let's also talk about vocabulary. At B1 level, most learners feel like they need to learn more words. And yes, vocabulary matters. But not all words are equal. You don't need to know every word in the dictionary. You need to know the right words, the words you'll actually use in conversation. Focus on learning words in context. Don't memorize word lists. Don't just write translations. Instead, hear a word, see how it's used, and then use it yourself. Say it out loud in a sentence. Write it in your own way. Make it part of your life. That's how words stick. And what about grammar? At B1, grammar can feel confusing. You know the rules, but you don't always use them correctly. And when you speak, you start to worry. Was that the right tense? Did I use the correct article? And suddenly you stop speaking. Grammar is important, but it's not more important than speaking. Don't let grammar stop your flow. Keep speaking. Let grammar come later. The more you speak, the more natural grammar becomes. You learn it through use, not through fear. Also, don't study grammar in isolation. Don't just read rules. Use them in action. Take one small rule and try to use it 5 times today. Say it out loud. Make it real. Grammar in action is 10 times more powerful than grammar on paper. Now here's something that surprises a lot of learners. Your listening skills affect your speaking. If you can't hear the rhythm of natural English, you can't copy it. If you don't understand the sounds, your brain can't build a clear model. So improve your listening, but do it in the right way. Don't just listen for meaning. Listen for sound. Listen for rhythm. Listen for stress. And then copy it. Pause. Repeat. Shadow. That's how your brain learns to sound more fluent. Not by memorizing, but by imitating. At this point, your progress depends more on practice than knowledge. You don't need more rules. You need more reps. That means repeating the same actions again and again. Not because you're stuck, but because you're training. Think of it like a muscle. You don't build strength by reading about push-ups. You build it by doing them. Over and over. English works the same way. You build fluency by doing the same small actions daily. Speaking. Shadowing. Listening. Writing. Not once in a while. Every day. It might feel slow, but that's how real progress happens. Quiet. Repetitive. Consistent. Don't chase speed. Chase rhythm. That's what moves you forward. Let's be real. Being stuck at B1 is frustrating, but it also means you're close. You're not lost. You're not broken. You're just in the middle of the process. And the middle always feels hard. But if you keep going, you'll break through. So here's what you can do, starting today. Shadow this video. Not just once. Do it again tomorrow. Speak with the rhythm. Feel the sounds. Use your voice. Then choose one small action to add. Describe your day in English. Talk to yourself while cooking. Repeat a sentence 10 times. It doesn't matter what you pick. Just keep it small and keep it daily. And stop telling yourself you're not good enough. You're learning. You're growing. You're doing something millions of people wish they had the courage to do. Don't stop now. You don't need permission to speak. You don't need to be perfect to improve. You just need to keep showing up. Every word you say moves you forward. Every small effort adds up. And we're here every single day to help. With natural speech. With clear rhythm. With English you can actually use. So don't watch quietly. Don't just listen and leave. Speak. Shadow. Practice. Build your fluency brick by brick. If this helped you, share it with a friend who's also stuck. Let's get everyone moving again. Drop a comment and tell us where you're stuck. Your words might help someone else. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell, because we're here every day with something new to help you finally break through and speak with confidence.